Bottom of the table and badly in need of a victory. Two changes for Stephen Kenny. Doris de Vries injured, so Roddy McKenzie came back in goal. Scott Morrison in for Scott Muirhead as Dunfermline tried to make some ground on St Mirren. Two changes for Hearts as Callum Elliott went straight into the side following his loan spell at Motherwell. Lee Wallace also back in as Velichka and Fisas dropped out. Your commentator, Ken McRobb.
Bamba battling for possession, headed away by Nielsen. Bamba chests it down, goes for goal, and holds his head, hardly surprisingly. Not the best of efforts from Saul Bamba. Bamba's there again. Now can he get this one on target? Oh, he almost did, in fact. It was Craig Gordon that pushed the ball round the post. Saul Bamba getting the goal in his targets this time round and forcing a save from the Scotland #1. Wallace gets it down for Pospisil. Good ball slipped through, Driver plays it across and it's off Maguire and behind for a corner. Good move by Hearts. Bruno Aguiar to take the corner kick. In towards the near post, right across the face of goal and into the net. Hearts have taken the lead. Nobody took care of the corner kick. Nobody was looking where the ball was going, and it came right across to the back post and dispatched into the net by Michael Pospisil. It's his second goal of the season, and a timely one at that for Hearts. Aguiar pushes it wide, picked up by Mikalunas, tackled, but Nielsen now takes it forward as Morrison comes back. Great play by Hearts. Mikalunas again on his left foot, looking for some space to shoot, lays it back to Aguiar. And the ball's pushed behind, or deflected behind for a corner kick, as Hearts keep the pressure on the Dunfermline defence. Aguiar to take it. Over it comes, powerful header. And behind for another corner. So Lucas powering the header towards goal. Bamba. Well, he did the difficult bit right, and he couldn't do the easy bit. Mikalunas. All the way through to Hartley, no offside flag. Paul Hartley with a great chance now to make it two. Saved by Roddy McKenzie. And the keeper comes out to collect. The Dunfermline players looking for the offside flag. It didn't come. Hartley found himself 1-on-1 with the keeper. But when it came to trying to beat Roddy McKenzie, he couldn't. Bamba gets a foot to it, but it's out with Driver. Fisas on the overlap. Picked up now by the Greek. Delivered into the centre. Off the bar. Comes back out. Aguiar drives one in, but it's past the post. Well, I think it was Callum Elliott who got himself to that one, but the woodwork saving Dunfermline from going further behind before half-time. Good effort by Hearts. Pospisil. Nielsen gets it into the middle. Elliott's header. Not too far away. That was better from Hearts. Callum Elliott, now he is back at Tynecastle, looking to get himself a regular starting place. Well, he got his starting place today. Nielsen hooks it away. Chipped inside, Hamilton back to Crawford with a shot. Saved by Craig Gordon. Well, that's really the first shot on goal that Stevie Crawford's had this afternoon. Birchall. Hamilton heads it back into the centre. Berra's there. Hooks it away. Owen Morrison. This is better from Dunfermline. Morrison into the box. Across the goal. Surely. What do Dunfermline have to do to hit the back of the net? Jim Hamilton there. Stretched to reach the ball. It went across the face of goal and eventually behind for a goal kick. Driver chips it out to Barassa. Hartley's coming through the middle. Great ball by Barassa to Hartley. Paul Hartley can finish it at 2 here. Onto his right foot. Blocked, says the Hearts player. No, says the referee. Scott Morrison. Headed down by Hamilton. This is Simmons. Saved by Craig Gordon. In fact, it was Greg Ross, I think, who got the shot in. The substitute firing it, but straight at the Hearts goalkeeper. Crawford flicks it inside. Greg Ross plays it forward. Hamilton to Birchall. Pushes it wide for Morrison. Nielsen's with him. Morrison onto his right foot. Tries the shot. Headed away by Zalukis. Back in by Scott Morrison. Chance for Hamilton! But he neither got the power nor the direction right. What an opportunity for Jim Hamilton. But he couldn't take it. Elliott's header. Wilson nods it down for Morrison. Forward now for Owen Morrison. Chips it inside, headed away by Berra. Headed back by Morrison. Hamilton, Birchall, back to Jim Hamilton again. He can't get the ball down, slips it to Mark Birchall. Fired across the goal, but right across the goal. And no takers. Neil McCann going to pick up the ball. 30 seconds left by my watch. Touch to Aguiar. He will play for the corner again, I suspect. Dunfermline managed to get it away. Hartley's there. Knocked inside for Elliott. Here's a chance. Good save. And the ball thumped clear. An opportunity there for Callum Elliott to wrap up the points in the final minute. He did everything right, but Roddy McKenzie produced an excellent save to deny Hearts a second goal.
You know, this was very important, 3 points, because we play very well against Kiev, but we don't score goals, and our target was 3 points, and it was a hard game, a tough game, but okay, 3 points is most important.
The reality is, you know, we've 15 games or so left, and you know, there's a lot of football to be played, and it's advantageous the way the league splits into top 6, bottom 6 for someone in our situation. I think we'll add a few players in the window in January, and it'll make us stronger. Plus, hopefully, we can get some players back. I was pleased today with some players. We had flu in the camp, a virus and that. That's why Greg Shields had to come off at half time. He was struggling. But some of the players, they put themselves on the line. No lack of effort there. We couldn't unlock the door really. Couldn't find a way past Craig Gordon on the day. You know, but as I said, there wasn't much in the game. And if you're asking me, you know, have I any hope in relation? Certainly, we'll be. You know, I feel we'll be a lot stronger now over the next few weeks.
They better be. Jim Duffy was at the game, and it's another defeat for Dunfermline, quite frankly.
Yeah, I mean, you can understand Steve Kenny trying to be as positive as possible, Jim, but that game should have been wrapped up today before half-time. I mean, Hearts could have been 3 or 4-0 up. Dunfermline weren't at it. They had one shot at goal in the first half from Bamba, which Craig Gordon had a comfortable save. And if it wasn't for Roddy McKenzie and the woodwork, I mean, as I said, the game would have been all over. It could have been 3 or 4-0, and an uncharacteristic Paul Hartley miss as well when he was straight through. In the second half, they were better, Dunfermline. Yeah, they had a little bit more about them, but by that time they were chasing the game.
Yeah. Callum Elliott, you were telling me, Stephen, actually trained with Motherwell on New Year's Day, but lining up for Hearts on Tuesday.
Yeah, it was it was interesting to see him out there playing. I think he looked quite sharp, in the little clips we've seen there. He was quite lively, he was getting about, and he came to us, and we had high hopes for him and high expectations, and we hoped he would be the man that would take us to the next level. Maybe not next level, but score a few goals and push up the league. But you tend to figure he's only 19. It's a big ask to come into maybe a struggling team who aren't creating many chances, maybe not playing the way he likes to play. So unfortunately it didn't work out for both camps. Callum moved back, but he looked more like himself there. He was lively, he had a few shots at goal, he was getting across the first man for a header. But yeah, Callum's got great potential. I think he'll do big things in the game, and unfortunately he just didn't settle for us.
Michael Pospisil, the man with what turned out to be the winning goal, Jim, for Hearts, only second of the season.
Yeah, he's been injured all along, but it's just a straightforward ball. Bruno Aguilar just comes in. It's not the greatest across. I think it's Dan Young comes off and Michael Pospisil just sneaks into the back post. I think Solomon Bamba's marking him, but you see here it's a slice and he just gambles and it just sneaks in at the far post. But he's been injured, so I think it's only second goal. They left out top goal scorer Velička, the Jankauskas wasn't on the bench today. They had Bednar on the bench. A young Jamie Moe, who came in earlier on the season, is now back playing in the reserve. So they've got plenty of options up front with Callum Elliott getting back there. But they're good movement from the two strikers today, and Pospisil scored one, probably should have scored another one other than for a fantastic save from Roddy McKenzie, and he looked very lively today.
We'll see that one you're talking about in just a second, but Paul Hartley one-on-one with McKenzie, you would have expected him to score.
Yeah, I'm at the game today and I just thought it was an absolute certainty. You see here, he just times his running. He made these runs all day, Jim. I have to say, he wasn't picked out too often, but when he gets him one-on-one, Paul Hartley, you'd expect him. He's such a great striker of the ball. Even at the far side of the pitch, he's young Andrew Driver on his own. Yeah. So he's up to support. So Paul could have just squared it to him and he would have tap in. But again, you can't blame him for shooting, but you can blame him for missing, because you thought he would have scored. And this one here was Takis Fisas get to the byline, lovely cross, and Michael Pospisil inside the 6-yard line hits the underside of the bar. At the game, I certainly thought that Roddy McKenzie had a little touch there. I think he did, but when he comes over, he gets ahead. He's a fingertip reaction save to it, and he'd come in for Doris de Vries, and he was the one shining light for Dunfermline today, was his performance. Jim
Hamilton, another former teammate of yours, Stephen, and had two glorious chances he had to maybe square the match.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Jim, he's went down and hasn't scored very many goals. I think he was taken there to score goals. I think it's Will Morrison gets it across the box. I think Jim, you said that one that actually was offside.
He was offside, yeah.
You would still expect Jim to put it in from there. He'll be disappointed with himself. I think the next one, I think the ball drops to his left foot. I think we see it here. It just breaks to him, and I think he actually tries to curl it in the far post. I think it's here. You just see it comes through to him. Maybe a confident Jim Hamilton, but maybe put that in the top corner.
The last time he made clean contact was with Stephen Craigan's forehead with an elbow, so if he'd have made as good a contact with that effort there, it would have landed in the far corner.
And very briefly, Jim, we'll maybe talk about this later, but now Hearts start on the defence of the Tennent Scottish Cup.
Yeah, and they're coming into form. Their form's good. They're back to being hard to beat, and that some of the people like Hartley and Aguilar are playing at top form now. So there's no reason why they can't go on. If they keep the club settled down, there's no reason why they can't go on and defend that.
We shall see. Coming up next on the full SPL, it's Easter Road for Hibernian again.